Hello. So, I will present our team's project for Marihacks 2021, which is iCovid. So, our inspiration for this project was that we were inspired by COVID-19 and the pandemic to create this web application to display the latest COVID-19 trends as well as forecasting future trends as well. So, here we are at our home page of Netlify. So, this is the front end server. We have also a back end that is hosted on Heroku. And we can click here on this button to check out the project. And we also have different here to show the different navigation. So we'll walk through each of them. So we have a live simulation, which will showcase real-time COVID-19 data and as well as forecast future data, which will be displayed on a map. There's also a chart that will show the number of cases, recovered, and death data. And finally, there's statistics for COVID-19, so among age, sex, and provinces. So we'll first begin by going to the live simulation. So in the live simulation, as you can see, we have a map. And in this map, we have different circles on the countries, and the size of them indicate how severe the COVID-19 cases are. Like the larger and redder it is, the more confirmed cases there are, and if it's green, then it means that there's less confirmed cases. And then we can zoom in here and we can also unzoom. We also have a button here of a live simulator, so we can enter in some parameters. So for instance, the percentage of people wear mask, the mask blocking rate, no mask blocking rate, hygiene level, recovery days, and the time that we want to run the simulation. And then we click on OK. And after that, we click on Run Configuration. And then here it shows us some data, but actually in future time, we don't want to show the data like this to the user. We actually want to display it on the map, but since we didn't have time to do it, we just output it here to the user, so at least they have some feedback. After that, we have the augmented reality part of the project where you can see if you scan this pattern here, you can actually view the map as well as COVID-19 trends, like as you can see with the red bars, which indicates how severe COVID-19 cases are. And we have here a link to the AR simulation, which you can click on if you go and visit at the actual website. After that, you have the charts section where you can view different data. So for instance, for each different countries, you want to view specific data from one day to another day. And then you can click on confirm, recovered, and then generate as so like this, and then view the different parts. And yeah, so that just shows this. And then what we're missing here is the prediction model. And so unfortunately we couldn't integrate it yet, but we had a models ready, but we just had to connect it here, but we didn't have time to. So yeah, there's that. And then here are the statistics of different the COVID-19 cases amongst let's say age, sex, and province, which might be useful to analyze. We also have a self-test part. So unfortunately here it doesn't really load. It takes time to load. But if you have actually go on the website and you wait a bit, it should show you at a certain point, let's say. And then there's the about page where you can view the information about the app. So yeah, but the self-test was just an integration that we had where you can view what you can check for yourself if you have COVID-19 or if you're prompt to having it. So here you can see you can have a coronavirus self-checker. And yeah, so you can say answer this questionnaire and then they'll just provide you with information and stuff related to that. And so yeah, so what it does, so it allows you to see the growth of the virus for a selected country, get predictions for growth in the future, is a Monte Carlo simulation with different parameters showing how variants can affect virus propagation. We have an augmented reality world map with COVID cases that you can view with using augmented reality. So we used Vue.js and to build the front end, and then we have the back end with Node.js and Express.js. The augmented reality part was built with the AR.js library, and then we used TensorFlow to predict and forecast future COVID-19 cases. So challenges that we ran into were connecting the backend and the front end when deploying with Heroku as well with Netlify. We had trouble displaying a donut, but instead we abandoned it at the end. And also there was a problem with TensorFlow, and it wasn't really compatible with one of our members was working with Python, so it wasn't really working well. We had troubles with that, but we were proud that we were able to still get some predictions, some results, and get it deployed on Heroku. So we learned a lot, and so for what's next for our Marihacks 21 project is have the AI implemented on the browser and also make the simulation more visual by showing a heat map of the cases. So thank you for listening.